Monty and Belt being banned away. I'm definitely looking for something a little bit spicy here, Mountain. I want to see the Amaru being picked up.
I'd be very curious to see what they would do with Arbor here in this game. Honestly, I haven't seen Arbor be used in any way that was significantly powerful, but they might have changed some stuff with her or found some ways to work her into the meta, but I'm very curious to see what goes on.
We're going to be hitting up Bar Cocktail Lounge, the third floor bomb site, to start things off. We do have a late 6 pick here from Lath. It'll be interesting to see what he opts for instead of the Jaeger. It's going to be Wemai, so a bit of a, parallel shift rather than anything. So both sort of serve the same function. On the defense, though, we see the Mute Mozzie combo coming out, trying to deny as much information from those drones as possible. So it's going to be heavily on the shoulders of Jans here to try and clear out as much gadgetry and information gathering tools as possible. Thatcher Thermite comes out, Zofia and Sledge coming out as well on the attack, so a lot of vertical threat already being established. No Buck though, so they are just that little bit safer from below, as they are getting themselves set up on the defense. 23 seconds left, and I'm very keen to see if we see Party Arty going for that traditional spawn peak that you see out of the MP5 French operators as well. Are you expecting anything too spicy here, Mountain? I mean, there's any number of potential run-outs being called. I mean, spawn peaks and run-outs are as part of the game. I don't know why you would, be that concerned about it. Yeah, it's pretty standard rules. After 2 seconds, it's basically anything goes here.
Oh yeah,
no.
Definitely. I'm very curious to see what they're going to be doing here. It looks like they're going to be taking the standard bakery side.
Cover me! Reloading!
I mean, it's traditional way. We do have some priority over towards VIPs. We're going to Claymore going down. Late editing coming out of Rip Zero over towards Bart. As they have set themselves up a pretty traditional defense here on the third floor. It'll be interesting to see where the point of egress does come out of Phantom GG.
Looks like we
downstairs though. Yeah, it's a roam from the Mozzie.
Drone activated.
Drones already being used to get that information. Has been standard play for a lot of teams. This damage being dealt early, Rip Zero being taken very low off the bat. It's a rough situation to find yourself in. Luckily he has a drop in his team, so some friendly shots going out. He is back up to almost full health. The Extended charge goes into Cigar Lounge early on. They are going to start to push over from this western side, and it could all be kicking off here. They see that the wall is open into Barvax, so they are just going to be that little bit more hesitant. Try and push themselves in. Head found. Meatloaf opens things up with a big kill on the Party Arty. That is the dock down already. So no stim pistols going to be available for the rest of the round to keep the team healthy. And that's a big frag to be finding early on.
Looks like the team's not going to know that Wamai is in the bathroom. They do know that there's someone watching Whitehall. But Wamai is just so close behind that wall, they have no idea. He is quite in a pickle right now.
Yeah, traditionally we see the Wamai playing at Pixel. On White Hallway, but the magnets are just picking up that utility, trying to keep them that little bit safer. If they do push in onto Lake, we could get a bit of trouble. Exothermic is going up, and from Red Stairs, the roam did come in. Furphy not able to find much of the back of that, even though will refrag out onto Michigan. Meatloaf finds himself another on the round. It's Lake, that's the Wamai dealt with. Now it is a 2 versus 3 as he then finds himself another one as well. Quick frags going back and forth, 3 versus 2. Jan's only mildly alive as Zane will be the one dropped by the SMG-11 of Rip. 2 versus 2. Health heavily in favour of this Arbor eSports side, and they have set themselves up for a great defense early on. You do have someone upstairs. It's old Barcode on the sledge.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
They're going to get themselves in, get the diffuser down. 25 seconds left on the clock. Down to the end of the round, that 20-second which has been so prevalent. Back on the drones, Jones is trying to provide some support to his teammate. But they are whittling away the moments as Rip finds another one. That is the healthiest member of this team down. He finds a third to round it out in the end. And it will be Phantom GG putting themselves in the board first.
What an amazing round by these two teams. Both well played, getting down 2v2. No power, overpowered on either side. Seems to be pretty balanced on their operator picks and plays on each round.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty hectic round. It looked like it could have gone either way for the better part of it, and then all of a sudden, it was just Phantom flipping a switch, and we're going to be heading down to kitchen service, and we see a bit of a change in turbo operator picks. It looks like it is going to be a Warden making his way onto the field.
That was a random to Warden, too.
Yeah, 6-pick out for the Bandit. Pretty standard. It's what you'd expect on a bomb site like this one. The big question is, can Furphy look to impact the round more than he did last time? He got caught out in red stairs, just absolutely mowed down.
It definitely looks like the defense is going for gadget denial here when it comes to
defused by attackers.
Their gadget picks.
Well, I mean, that is a big portion of the game, denying those gadgets out, just being able to destroy them and enable your team to get into these bomb sites and need to go for the kills to get the diffuser down. It's going to be a big part. We'll see how it pays off. They've got a number of nitro cells on the board here, 3 in fact. Getting close to what I like to call the call center from hell, which is 4 nitro cells, which some teams do from time to time pull out. So it's ironic we see, well, it's strange, I say, rather than ironic that we see it on a first floor bomb site.
Yeah, no, I'm very curious to see what they're gonna do. It looks like they gave up they pretty much gave up their access to Bakery, and I wonder how they're gonna hold that. Usually, teams try to hold Bakery when playing on the first floor, to deny the entry from the attacking team.
Yeah, I mean, it's strange that you would see this sort of roster being picked up without someone like Pulse to give that information from below. So it's going to be heavily about that camera game, as we see Barcode on the Hibana already losing drones to the mute jammer. Pushing themselves in early. Zane has eyes into Bakery. They're going to be looking to try and get the wall open early. Thatch go out for Meatloaf. Could be in a great position. Doesn't seem there's going to be any attempt at a bandit trick, though, from Partiati. Which could have been a great tool in slowing down this aggression coming from Phantom GG. Slow push in. They're looking to gather as much information as possible before they get Furphy. There's that soft floor open to try and look for something from above. So does Rip. They've gone on a pretty heavy roam here on this Arbor eSports side. They have got that extra thermic onto the Bakery wall into prep. This could be a rough spot to find yourself if you are on the defending team. Arbor eSports going to be trying to do what they can to slow things down. It's a vertical hold from them on the defense. They're waiting for that opportunity to get those frags out. And then they're going even deeper into Bakery now. Going down into the main kitchen. When are they going to step up? When are the boys going to be stepping up? No, it's Michigan to open things up this time, taking out Furphy, the Mozzie.
He didn't see the... Oh, he sees the bandit. He sees him. He knows he's there.
I just got thrown out. It was an ambitious attempt. Unfortunately, Bandit's arms aren't quite that big, so not going to gain much there off the back, but they know exactly where they're playing from. They see someone else. It's Heathens, the Maestro, who came in clutch in the last round. Not going to be able to have that Elder and have the same impact on the other side of the map, though. Rip Hero finds Barco. They get themselves another. That's the Thatcher down. Zane being taken out by Party Out of the Bandit, actually winning that gunfight despite having given away all that extra knowledge early on. Flash is going to deep and Michigan finds himself Rip Zero as well. These roamers have been quite heavily dealt with. The last one left going to be Lace to try and claw this one. 3 versus 2. No, it's Jans from above, redeeming himself after that last round, having a rather rough performance. Partiati drops. It is now all down to the Jaeger. 30 seconds left on the clock. He's stuck in service. Shot to bring it out. I don't think they quite knew he was there. I think it was more of a pre-fire than anything. Diffuser is going to be going down here. He has to contest something. Pings there from his teammates.
Attackers are activating.
Push himself in. He sees one. Isn't able to decide on what the target is going to be. And it's Michigan going massive in the round to secure it and bring it back to a 1-1. And of all the ways it could have gone, I thought maybe the defense coming out of Arbor would have been that little bit stronger from what we saw in the first round, but no.
Unfortunately,
this first floor bomb site wasn't as strong as we thought after the third floor bomb site.
Yeah, no, it just seems that they wanted to go the standard gold strat, and it definitely didn't pay off for them with that defense style. Heavy roam, not holding angles on site. Unfortunately, that's just going to go ahead and be the reason why they lose that round.
Going into round number 3, It's going to be Kitchen once again. Lath will 6-pick off the Cav onto the Mozzie, so having picked up that role. And Barcode's going to be playing the Havana once again. We could have seen an Iana showing up. I would have been happy with that. I would have been happy with the Cav as well.
Locate and defuse
but not
bombs.
to be. They're going to play it smart, going to play it safe, go with the standard. I mean, you look at the frags already. Rip has shown up in the server massively, currently leading the frags at the moment, despite it being a 1-1 scoreline. Got that massive triple in the opening round as well. So let's see what they can do. Once again, 3 nitro cells available for Arbor here.
Oh, they're going with the same strat.
Well, I mean, it is a pretty solid strat. You do see a lot of teams picking it up as well. The only problem is with the verticality of the roster that is coming out for Phantom.
10 seconds
Those
left.
bandit batteries aren't going to be lasting too long. Being able to open up the floor from above means
5
you can shoot
seconds
them out
left.
quite comfortably. They've also got a Thatcher on the board as well, so they really need to figure out some
Attackers are
strategy
heading
to
out to
deal
defuse the
with those
bomb.
EMP grenades. But getting into the action phase of the round,
Keep an eye on what?
the real question is, are we going to see any spawn peaks coming out? No, it doesn't seem that is going to be the case. So it's going to be this Phantom team
That's the first.
started themselves off quite comfortable. Drones going in, the jammers are in place, and Baker to slow things down, but not quite in position to cut off that main entry. Looks like it's going to be a vertical press here from Arbor. Sorry, not Arbor, is from Phantom as they look to get themselves up on that 3rd floor and start the mayhem. Down Coach Jack, it's Rip. Arbor like to play this offside position. You see Lathy's up and trained. They're not willing to commit to that anchor style. They've got Furphy and Heathy for that, I suppose. It's what I like to call, I like to refer to it as a iceberg strat. So you see owning so much on the surface, which is the 2 players on the bomb site, and the rest of the team, which is the bit you don't see, are holding off site. Different angles you have to worry about. And it can get a bit hectic. Exothermic charge is already going out. He's needing to start to pressure in onto the bomb site. Drone still there for the rest of the team to gather as much information as possible. You've got to wonder if this Mutant Aussie combo is going to be paying dividends. Look, they've already got the ball open. They're going to look to set themselves up. Meatloaf again finding an open frag onto Rip Zero here. You can't be losing gun trades like that. External charge going to be followed up with the EMP. Upstairs though, Michigan has been dropped off the back. Party as well being dropped by Jans.
Bandit trick. That was a nice bandit trick.
Furphy coming in clutch there, holding that same position that we saw Party holding in the last round. Has yet to go down. Pulls off the bandit trick, is going to slow down that pressure coming out from Arbor.
Oh,
Sorry,
he
from
hears him.
Phantom.
He hears them on that drone. I know he heard him on that drone. He just doesn't know where it
More
came
late.
from. Upstairs or
He's
downstairs.
in a great flanked position here. Could come in clutch, but no, pulls off. He's worried about the man upstairs. Doesn't see the player below. And it will be Zane taking him out, pushing it to a 5 versus 2. The most clean, well, the cleanest round we've seen so far from Phantom. 5 members still left alive playing with the 2 left of Arbor. And it could be all over very, very shortly. 46 seconds left. Spray from below. Heathens is actually able to bring it back down to a 4 versus 2. So
Oh, he saw him!
He sees another Heathen, finds a double kill in the round again. That is going to be Meatloaf. Coming out from the team. Pre-fire onto the opening, but isn't able to land the shots. Jans is going to be the big man for his team. Into a very... Oh no, Furphy with the pre-fire takes out Zane, just swinging on the prep area. Has to find 2 to close things out or delay things just that little bit longer. They know where the diffuser is.
15 seconds
Very
to go.
wary of those shots coming from above. Going to be the contest here. Pings come out, but no, it is not enough. Barcode taking it out on the Havana with the Type 89. Just coming in from behind, swinging and cleaning things up. I mean, it has been a back and forth affair for both teams so far, and I mean, it seems that maybe Phantom have found their stride here. Going in round number 4, they're going to be heading back upstairs to the 3rd floor bomb site, Arbor, which was the bomb site that they did win in that initial round. So we'll see if they can continue that form. They've got 2 rounds to go before the half, and it seems that maybe Phantom have warmed up a little bit here because they're much cleaner, they're looking much more decisive. Yes, they lost a couple of key frags towards the end of that last round, but they found themselves in a position where it was a 5v2, and they could have cleaned it out flawlessly.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Getting upstairs, they've picked up that Wemai Jaeger combo once again. The Wager duo making an appearance here. A lot of utilities are now going to be available to them. New Gem is there as well. Utility of those drones. And it's stock standard lineup coming here out of Team Phantom. The only change going to be that Ash being picked up over the IQ.
Bomb located by
What they
attackers.
can do, what they can make happen. Trick phase is done. Looks like we are going to be seeing Leif holding that pixel
Camera
angle.
initiated.
Can be a bit rough if you get
10
caught
seconds
upside
remaining.
down on the rappel.
5 seconds.
5
to go.
seconds back in the prep phase.
To me, it's just Cafe is such
Attackers
a
are heading
vertical
out to
map,
defuse a bomb.
and it just relies so heavily on vertical
Attackers
gameplay.
have dropped the bomb diffuser.
I know when I
Attackers
played
recovered the bomb
in
diffuser.
tournaments, I always wanted to ban that map, but just the vertical gameplay is just a pain.
Yeah, I mean, it plays along to that top-down clear style of play that we see a lot of teams opting for, and that does seem to be the strategy here out of Team Phantom. They hit themselves right to the roof. Look to open up those hatches, and Leif knows he's in a bit of trouble here. Knows that it has been the style of play that Phantom have been opting for. We see it's Michigan on the rappel once again. The Zofia throws the drone in to Juggernaut's wheel. Count his feet out there despite the Meat Jammer being in position, so they know where he is. They know that red staircase is also the point of contest that has been Murphy's option. He likes to come up those red stairs from behind. The MPs are going to be there. Zane, the man looking to help open up that wall. Meatloaf will drop down into red. Looks to chuck down the exthermic charge as they are going to be trying to pinch onto Leif here. Meatloaf's already in the cigar shop. He's just pushed in aggressively. Knows that he's going to have the rest of the team backing him up momentarily. And Leif, he's there. He's sitting behind the shield. Pings are out from the drone. Flash is going to be thrown deep, but the magnet will pick it up. Deep and burns through this utility to Nahal and Zane. Unfortunately, widespread by his own team there. We'll have to slow things down. As Michigan is trying to relocate himself. Opens up the window behind Leif, trying to distract him here a little bit. He swings, not going to be able to connect the shots there, but Nade's going deep. Shield destroyed. Leif takes so much damage off the back of it. Michigan might be able to catch him on the back angle. The run does happen, as he will run straight into the waiting arms of Michigan, who gets refragged out immediately by Rip. Isn't even coming in close. Rather interesting setup here. They haven't chosen that reinforcement onto Cigar Lounge's party. Takes some big damage as well from Cocktail. They're Angle is going to see the side of party. That is the big downside of not having those reinforcements in place. Now, oh my lord, Nitro Cell comes up from ripping the teeth. Heathen finds Meatloaf as well. 3 versus 2 at the moment. What looked like it was going to be a Phantom Gaming round gets heavily swung back in favor of Arbor as they just land the shots and connect the Nitro Cell. Jans has pushed himself in. He's already in bar. Knows that there is a player playing for Cocktail. Not going to be able to come out. The fire is going to be enough to take down the Ash. Heathen has just been playing this anchor position spectacularly. They know where Barcode is, stuck out on the rappel outside of Cocktail. He's going to go for the swing, and they hear it. The pre-fire. Heathen, the big man, coming in clutch for Arbor eSports, does secure them another win. And they seem to have found their stride here. Heathen's just playing that anchor to perfection. So we are going to be heading in round number 5. It seems that it's going to be reading room. So a bit of a change of pace here, having headed into the second half. Well, round number 4 is when the bomb sites do reset. So reading room, fireplace, a bit of a change from the norm. A lot of teams do try and avoid it where they can. But it is going to be picked up here. Maverick being locked in for Barcode. Surprised we're not seeing something a little bit different here, as the 6-pick is going to be coming out. No Umaru, as much as I would have liked to have seen it make an appearance. Ivana going to be the pick once again. Leif on the 6-pick is going to pick up the pulse, so it is something a little bit different. Having that cardiac sense is going to be massive, especially for a second floor bomb site. If they don't drone him out and deal with him early, this could be an explosive round mountain.
Used by attackers.
Oh, definitely. I'm definitely excited to see what's going to happen here.
As they're getting themselves into the prep phase underway. Nitro Cells galore once again for this Arbor eSports side, and the real question is, where are they going to set themselves up? Where are they going to look to play from? Because it becomes so pivotal in the dying moments of this round. Surprisingly enough, we still have yet to
Attackers have
see
located a
Clash on the defense, which can be hugely pivotal
10
in
seconds
terms of
to go.
denying that entry point onto these attacking teams. Bandit who's going out and
5
reading
seconds left
is Rip
before
Zero
insertion.
playing the role of the Bandit this time, rather than any of the SAS operated.
The bomb.
Late prep phase editing coming out from Heathens as well. We're going to be one to watch going into the rest of this game, playing with that older on the Maestro, just having massive impact in the last couple.
Reloading!
We're still very wary of the potential of a spawn peak here coming out of Arbor eSports, and maybe paying a little bit more respect than is due at the moment. They want to get themselves in position. No deviation in terms of roster pickups here for Phantom in the last couple of rounds at least. I think the biggest change we saw was an Ash coming out, and that was switched out pretty quickly back onto the Sledge. And they're so weary of that roam threat coming out at Arbor eSports as well. Things going out on the VIP entry. Yeah, the Sledgehammer will open up the roof hatches. The drones are going to be coming in as hard and fast as they possibly can. First one to shut out, they know there is presence up on this third floor. It's going to be Barcode over things up. Rip Zero taken down early, no knife thrown either, so big chunk of utility already burned through. Because there is still plenty of time left to work with. It has been a very tense game, neck and neck up until this point. And I can only imagine we could be out first overtime in the first game of the tournament now.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely a very spicy, very spicy first game.
Meatloaf will find a kill on the party arty. That is the Jaeger down. Traditionally, that high impact frag on the road, looking for a long angle onto the Maestro himself. No, the Nitro cell coming from low. Lath showing up with a heartbeat sensor. You cannot stop moving when there is a pulse on the board, and that is exactly what happened. They will get themselves one back, means that the man advantage is only a singular player in favour of Phantom at the moment, as the floor is being opened up heavily in Cocktail Lounge. They've got control of the third floor. They need to get themselves towards the bomb site. Opening open the Cigar Lounge as well. That Sledge just coming in absolutely massive. But it only comes in massive if they get themselves around. If they lose out here, it really won't be too much effect as Heathen just spraying through the floor with that big elder. Looking to find what you can. And they're definitely taking their time here. Wasting a lot of it. They need to pressure the bomb site as best they can at the moment. Yarns is going to find the angle. Lace finds one though on the backside. It's Michigan down. They're looking for more, but Zane is going to shut him down. 3 versus 2. Heathen's incredibly low. Only a sliver of health, but in a game like Rainbow Six Siege, it doesn't really matter. I say that, he gets taken down by the Sledge himself, and it's all up to Furphy at the moment. Commando 9 in hand.
15 seconds
has been found, and now looking to pressure on the bomb site. 12 seconds left. All Furphy has to do is delay here. If he can get that, he can secure the round, but the diffuser is going to be going through here with moments left. And it is a 1v3 post-plant position. What can he do? He's coming from Reading Room Corridor. He's going to hit the connect and will line the shot in front of the Sledge now. Crossfire was set up at the end of the hallway, but he's going to be able to get himself into the bomb site here. No one from above, so he is safe. Little does he know, though, they're all on the same floor as him at the moment. They're playing the angle, not even in a position where he can look to get on the diffuser at the moment, so he's got to find the shots before he can go for that. 15 seconds left on the clock. He's halfway through his time, and no, it's not going to happen. Shots are going to land. Zane going to be the man closing out and pushing this Phantom GG eSports side to a 3-2 lead.
And that is all she wrote.
Yeah, I mean, it has been back and forth. I think the longest string of rounds we saw was out of Phantom. They got 2 in a row, and otherwise it has been back and forth the entire run of this first map. Kitchen going to be the final bomb site of the half. Cade being picked up here by Rip Zero, so a deviation, it seems, from the norm. They're going for heavy electrification. Unfortunately, when you're playing into someone like the Thatcher, it really doesn't count for much.
No, I mean, the Thatcher going ahead and being able to counter more than half of their team's utility is very devastating, especially the Jaeger doesn't seem to be setting up his magpies in certain spots that'll negate those Thatcher
Defenders, protect your bombs
grenades,
from
but
being
we're
defused
definitely
by
seeing
attackers.
very interesting plays coming from both teams. The only thing that I have to say is I
Attackers
feel
have
like
located
the
a bomb.
defense has been giving up too much too quickly, and that is
Yeah, I mean, in the defense, it's all about playing. Well, it's in the name. It's defense. You want to be playing those tight angles, looking to abuse, the style of play that we're going to be expecting out of the attackers. They need to walk into your line of sight to contest, and then if they don't, they go into the bomb site. You can look to go and pincer from there. Hasn't been what we've been seeing. It's been heavily contested at all points from Arbor at the moment. And we still have yet to see a spawn peak, despite the fact that Doc has made a massive appearance in this first half.
5 seconds left
Yeah,
before
I mean,
insertion.
spawn peeking is definitely, a big
Attackers
thing,
are
and
moving to defuse the bomb.
it's frowned upon, but it's also really spicy to see in tournament games, especially when, it's just like, oh, I didn't expect that, but the attackers should be very aware of their surroundings, and go ahead and get these early game picks. It helps them out a lot in the game.
Oh, it's absolutely massive and shifting the momentum of the game. He's such a heavy committal to that utility, the breach denial of Phantom Gaming. They've got a mute, they've got a bandit, they had a K, but they switched out for the mute in the end. But that really counts for next to nothing when there is attached from the board. Having those EMPs, being able to destroy it, just means that they're going to get themselves in the bomb space so unbelievably easy. There we go. As I say it, it's happening. Bakery will be opened up in a prep. From this stage, they're just going to get a flood onto the bomb site. That vertical threat really hasn't been paying dividends for Arbor eSports at the moment. And you've got to question their commitment to this style of play that isn't working. They find themselves at a round disadvantage. It is the final round of the half on their defense. Hopefully their attack is just that little bit stronger. MP going to be going out. We are going to be seeing a bandit trick, I think, here from Furf. He's going for it, but he may have got the wrong panel. Yeah, he's messed it up. Now that kitchen wall is wide open from Bakery. They can establish lines of sight and start to contest onto the bomb site.
Oh.
And there we go. Meatloaf just with a quick tap onto the dock. Those stim pistols going to be on the floor, completely useless for the rest of the round. Barcode on the backside, though, has popped a bit of damage, and they are wary of that flank coming from Bakery. And Rip will find the finish onto that Habana kill with the SMG-11. Brings it back to 4 versus 4 as we enter the second half of this round.
Will they be able to bring it back on attack?
I mean, who knows? We are very much in a position where we can see a 3-3 half, and Zane going for a bit of a cheeky fight, preempting a peek around that doorway, but not going to be happening. Oh, the head there. Oh, Zane with the one tap onto Heathen. That is a massive shot. Ping's coming out from his teammates. He's looking for more. He's hungry at the moment as the roof above the kitchen is being opened up, and he's done so much damage already in this round. 5-0-4 at the moment, has been contributing massively to the team. ADSs are there to deny the EMP, but I think Zane, that's going to be one to highlight. Being opened up from above is Jans as the drone is there. Meatloaf sees late, so they know where he is. Pings are coming out hard and fast. They have to pinch in on him. No, they've gone to the wrong place. They didn't know the bandit was there. Pulls out from behind the bench. Will find one. Meatloaf with a triple in the round, though, as he finds Furphy and Lath, having used his teammate as bait earlier on. It's all up to Rip Zero now, the SAS operator, the mute with the SMG-11. He's going to have to try and come in clutch here. No, it's not going to happen. It is going to be Phantom GG ending the half 4-2. My lord, I just cannot get over that one-tap headshot from Zane. Just connecting with Heathens. But now, going into the half, it will be a 4-2 lead for Phantom as they start up their defense. And I mean, we've already seen some pretty spicy bans. The Jackal being taken away, the Monty means that defense is going to be just as key. Third floor going to be the bomb site of choice. Primary for a lot of teams, as we see Barcode already picking up the vigil. There's a 6 pick out there for the Echo, as it is quarantine, so the 6th pick well and truly.
It's a waste of a 6 pick. That's unfortunate.
It is indeed, but Rip will actually 6 pick himself onto the Canadian. It's going to be Buck making its first appearance.
Canada making its appearance in an NA tournament. Let's see what's going to go happen here. Let's see what Maple Sheriff has to do for the US. Let's go. Let's see Buck. I want to see some good Buck plays. It took away his nades. So sad about that.
I mean, that's not even the most tragic change that happened in that patch. Mozzie missing out on his super shorty. I mean, the dude must have been devastated at the moment.
He's already so short.
Yeah, at the moment, he can't even reach the top shelf, and they take away his one redeeming quality, which was that super shorty, which in and of itself is hurtful.
It is. It's almost offensive. The man's only 4'11".
The location of a bomb.
Like, he's short.
I mean, look, in spirit, he's 6'4", but and unfortunately, physically, not quite.
5
So we're
seconds
going in
left
round number
before
7. The half has been the point of focus here. The switch has happened. Barco going to be picking up the vigil here. So a bit of a deviation. Rip Hero as well, making a bit of a change. Going to be picking up the bucket. There we go. Barco off the bat takes out Furphy. What I can only imagine was a spawn peak. Does mean that the Ash is now gone. As Mountain said earlier, no dirty Ash mains going to be making an appearance here for the rest of this round.
No brain. Let's go, Ash mains. Let's go.
Hey, look, we've seen all aim, no brain come up massive in other tournaments. Not to be the case here, is they're looking for that angle onto the skyline.
Very aggressive defense. I like it.
And I mean, they've got all the momentum coming into the half, so why not? Why not Phantom GG look to extend that lead? Maybe put in a bit of BM, because a lot of it is about that aggressively pushing and reading. Skeleton key time as he opens up that floor from below. They know he's there now, so he gets in a bit of trouble if he opens up the wrong angle. Shots from the floor. Meatloaf just catching some pellets in the ankle is going to have to relocate himself. And this is where things start to get a bit rough. If Rip Zero looks the wrong way, isn't paying attention, that's exactly what's happened. And Meatloaf will drop himself off Cigar Balcony and take him out with that MP7. No more Skeleton Key going to be available. Party with that soft breach, the quick spray.
Oh!
Takes down
What a shot!
My lord, just the 416 carbine paying dividends here. As it seems we could be on the verge of a Phantom GG flawless round going into the second half. Late and Heathens, the last ones left alive. Stim pistol there for Johns, even making it that much harder. As they've got so much time left to work with, but no players left on the board.
So much time
going to
left.
be going out. Oh, the drop down happens through the hatch, and Michigan will find it on the backside. It's rough. A Maestro player being taken out by a Maestro player. That's like being slapped in the own face. And Jan will clean it up and secure a flawless round in the opener of the second half in favour of Phantom. And it pushes them 2 rounds away from taking out Cafe Dostoevsky.
So much time, and they still find a way to squeeze in the toxicity. Rainbow Six Siege at its finest.
I mean, yeah, it is this game in a nutshell. Unfortunately, they have a bit of a reputation, as we are going to see potentially 2 GIGN operators making an appearance here for Phantom on defense, and Lath picking up something a little bit different. It's going to be one of the Russians, Fuse, making an appearance here on the attack. Potential for super pick, and unfortunately, he's ruined my vibe. It's going to be a no-nade with pretty standard, given that Jackal was banned away. So it's all about, that Rome Denial being banned out, especially considering how impactful Jans was in that last round. And even, I suppose, Michigan to an extent. Oh, no, it wasn't Michigan. It was Meatloaf playing the bandit, who jumped down off Cigar Balcony and took out the unfortunate Canadian from below.
Bomb located by attackers.
Prep phase is well and truly underway. Double Nitro Cell going to be available for 2 of these Phantom players. And see if they can, make the call and whether or not Arbor will pick it up here. A lot of reaching charges, a lot of flash grenades going to be available despite minimal utility available. And you look at the frags already. Meatloaf leading the server, 9 under his name, especially considering he was playing with Thermite.
10 seconds.
There's a lot of teams relegate to that support style role with the hard reacher who's committed to the
5
diffuser.
seconds remaining.
Not to be the case here. Leading the frags at the moment, putting on a stellar performance so far. It was pivotal in that last round, going the way of Phantom. Prep phase done, action phase underway. Yarns is stairs. They've still got the double friend shot raiders here with those ACOG MP5s. At least I assume they were ACOG MP5s. I didn't see a P90 or anything like that. So is what I would expect here. But I don't see anyone upstairs. They're all down, playing towards that bakery area, and they know that there is at least one of the Frenchies there. Or they've got angles set up. They know that they are at risk if they show a head here. Ping's going out. They know he's behind the pastry window. Pastry display.
But doesn't know he's being watched.
I don't think so.
They might know now.
The contest is going to be coming out shortly. That hole has been opened up. Just giving line of sight. Oh, here we go.
No!
It's the swing from the Australian and instead for the Commando 9 to take down Rip, and Barcode finds himself another one on delay. 2 kills, pushing things heavily in favour of Phantom already, and I think they've gauge the reactions they were getting out of Arbor eSports. They found the momentum. They're looking to extend that lead even further. 3 rounds now back to back. They're looking for a fourth, trying to push themselves to match point. That is the Nomad and the thermite down. Michigan's going to find another. That's the IQ. They're looking for another flawless round here on their defense half. Party will get one back, at least denying that one. They know someone's
Ash has no head hitbox. Ash has no head hitbox.
Well, no brain, all aim seems to be paying dividends for Party as he gets second in this round at the moment. It's now all up to him and Furphy on the Thatcher. They've got no hard breach. They're going to have a really rough time going into the rest of this round as Furphy will get himself into mining. 3 players still left alive downstairs. Unfortunately for Party, that was not anything that he was shooting at. He's looking for these angles, trying to click heads here. But there is only so much you can do, especially with 1 minute left on the clock and playing into 3 very, very healthy operators, especially with a dock on the board as well. So they're not to mention how healthy they are, but they can stand themselves up in the worst of times. There's a player in Bakery. There's Party and Furphy looking to try and get themselves in. Drone will go out. Question is, do they see him or not?
Attackers have located a bomb.
Oh, and the bomb has been found, although I'm pretty sure they knew exactly where it is. Pre-fire's coming out from Party, but not going to be able to connect as the player in Bakery did rotate back to a more secure position. As it's all going to be about the crossfires now. Oh, the contest coming. It's Meatloaf. Doesn't actually fight on its barcode on the backside, but Furphy refrags him out immediately. There's still 1v2. Furphy in a position where he could actually win this. He just has to land those headshots. 15 seconds left though.
Remaining.
At the moment, they could just look to go for the contest. One player can hide and they take it out. And, oh my lord, he's sitting out so far in the open. I think that may have been what caught Furphy off guard, because look at him, he's so deep in the middle of that window.
Yeah.
The swing comes, Insane just, he does it, he clicks heads. And we find ourselves now on match point. Phantom GG in position to take this as a big 7-2. And who would have thought? Who would have thought that it could have gone this way? It was so neck and neck up until the last couple of rounds. And as a result, Phantom 1 round away from closing it out here. No significantly different pickups here as we head back to Reading Room and Fireplace. Hopefully we see Rip Zero having more of an impact than we saw the last time, because he just got mopped up by Meatloaf with a drop down from Cigar Balcony. Oh, sorry, Cocktail Balcony. And as a result was largely ineffectual for the remainder of the round. And I mean,
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many
I have to
bombs as
ask
they
this,
can.
Mounted. In your mind, surely Buck would have been horribly upset that the you know, Ubisoft, a company which is known to have a presence in Canada, betrayed him so heavily when they took away his frag grenade.
Oh, especially with the majority of the original development team being from French Canada themselves. I mean, it's ridiculous. But then again, he also was kind of a one-man army when it came to being able to open up holes in floors and walls and just throw nades through those holes, those floors and walls, clearing sites all by himself. They did the same thing to Thermite when they took away his frag grenades
10
years
seconds
ago,
remaining.
where he was just able to, you know, remove anti-hard breach gadgets from walls through drone holes by chucking nades through them. So definitely,
Attackers are
the
moving out to
balancing
locate a
front.
bomb and defuse it.
Don't agree
Well, I
with it.
mean, you've still got Sledge who can, you know, treat a frag grenade like a hockey puck, open up the while it's on the ground, and look to get kills
What about
off the
some
back.
love for Fuse? Like, there's no hostages we gotta worry about.
Yeah, it's an operator that I'd like to see more of, but he is a bit chunky and a bit slow, so has not really seen as much love as he possibly could have. Match point here in round number 9. Phantom GG looking to close things out in commanding fashion here against their opponents, Arbor eSports, who really have found it a bit rough. Knockdown already coming. Rip Zero is going to be opening things up on the 3rd floor, trying to establish that verticality which teams are so fond of here. Barbed wire in place. White Hallway going to give away the potential hold on the stairs. And it is John playing Cocktail Balcony. Might go for a swing as the things are coming out hot and heavy. Drone there to give away the position. Meatloaf in support as well. Goes to swing of the Commando United to White, but no one is there. As there's so many angles they need to contest at the moment. They've got the drop down potential of that hatch.
Oh, he doesn't.
It's the wide tweak from Jans, isn't able to see the head. As they are in a very defensive position. X-Kairos are going to be going out from Barback. He's got so much information. Nitro Cell goes down, finds Heathens. It's Michigan again coming in clutch. He drops Rip as well. Finding it dropped by Petlo. Big frags coming in for Phantom GG. Yes, on the whole thing open up, but it really is just giving Tandem more lines in sight to get those kills. They know there's a player down in Barback, but they're going to leave him to it, leave him to bleed out. They're both up on the third floor. Yarn finds another one. We could close it out here with another flawless round for Phantom, but no, Lath says that's not going to happen. He's going to take down the Jaeger. Guns past, unfortunately, but not able to connect those shots. Has hit the double digits mark, though. Has got some big frags, and it's Michigan to shut things down. And as it stands, Phantom close things out 7-2 and move on to the second round of the bracket. I mean, who would have thought? We thought it was going to be much closer after those first couple of rounds, but